All right, welcome to another video. Before I get started, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I only have about 20 minutes, but thank you very much to Sridhar Prasid for this comment. When am I taking my retake of the JNCIESP? So um, the best time for me to retake it would be before August. And the registration that's available, I think the last Friday before um, September is the 27th, and I believe they do have a date available then, or they did last time I checked. So yeah, so this is when I would do the retake. So that gives me, not so many days. It gives me, so 1 week, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Um, oh, and actually, this is the wrong date too, because this has to be. I think it's before August. I actually don't remember. Uh, yeah, actually, sorry, I have to take it before August. So I can take it the Friday the 30th. Looks like there aren't anyone currently registered. I'll have to look into that, but I guess long story short, if I'm gonna retake this thing, I've got to take it soon. Um, that's just the timeline that makes the most sense. I and this was a good question. Thank you for asking about this because this is something I've been struggling a lot with lately, and unfortunately, I really haven't been studying for it. I've just kind of been neglecting it. So, have I thought about buying the? So let me start there. Um, I'll do a reply as part of this video. So, yes, I think the study bundle is the way to go. Um, uh, go the study I did for my first attempt was just too far uh, um, off scope and and incomplete. The resources I had, free Juniper docs, were to yeah, too incomplete and erroneous. So that was kind of a big theme of my videos where I studied for the first version, first attempt. It's just kind of constantly saying, "Oh, the documentations didn't really do this for me. Oh, look, there's a bunch of simple grammatical mistakes. Oh, they said to set up VLAN tagging even though they didn't include any tagging commands. Oh, they wanted to do this, that, and the other thing that just doesn't work on the devices." So, yeah, definitely the study bundle I think is pretty much the only way forward. My I might have to just if I'm gonna go for this thing again, just get that. But for me, really, the hardest thing I'm struggling with um, is just time, and not because I don't necessarily have enough time to just buckle down for another month and a half or 2 months. I actually honestly think if I can bring myself to do that 2, 3 hours a day, at lunchtime, after work, evening, I can probably pass it, especially if I do go ahead and get the Juniper self-study bundle, and have kind of a more guided, directed, complete study strategy. But I'm really kind of having trouble believing in the value of a expert level certification, um, especially kind of given the other things I've been doing on the channel, reading the design guides, because it's like it's kind of like there's a something called the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is the least you know about something, the more confident you are about it. Um, so yeah, so here's your competence. So and then here's your confidence. So yeah, as you get better and better, so the expert level, uh, I'm gonna know my limitations. I'm gonna know what I'm really strong at. I'm going to get a lot better. And then here, as you learn a little bit, you start to realize you're amazing. And that, you know what, and I'm probably kind of in this range right now, to be honest. So I think I can, as I practice more, get better. But what I wanted to talk about was not the Dunning-Kruger effect, but the opposite of it. So um, now, what is the opposite of the Dunning-Kruger effect? But I found kind of one of the issues I've had, like, cause like, uh, and I should be sorry, I should be working on this response right now. But let me bring up Microsoft Paint, and I'll draw a T, and then fill it in with black. There we go. And then yeah, so here's the letter T. So down here, this is the depth at which you know something, and across here, this is the breadth at which you know things. So, you could have something on this breadth be a little bit about it, something on this breadth, a lot about it, but your main thing, a ton about it. And I kind of feel like in IT, the most valuable thing you can have in terms of that T shape is something that looks more and I don't understand why I'm not able to do what I want here. Yeah, if I hit delete, it just fills it in with a. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so I'm kind of getting a sense, like as I kind of progress in my career, that really the what people kind of want you to have is more like something like this almost, but really not all the way, but like pretty much as much breadth as you can possibly have. And then they want you to have like, a fair amount of depth in like some of those things, but pretty much as many things as possible. They want you to have like a fair amount of depth in like CCNA, CCNP level. So, you know, they want something that looks like this, where we've got lots and lots of depth, and then we've got a fair amount of breadth in lots of different things. So the opposite of that, and kind of what I feel like the JNCIE is doing for me, is it's kind of giving me less depth. And let me be clear about what I mean by that. So I'm studying for the service provider exam in Juniper. It's not Python, it's not cloud, it's not security, it's not um, containers, it's not Kubernetes. It's putting me in a really like small niche area to succeed in. And then not only that, it's having me, go as far into extreme depth and detail as possible. And I really kind of think that this is kind of getting away from what really makes somebody in tech or IT valuable. Because what if you don't have Junipers? What if your network isn't a service provider network? Now, at some level, you do get when you have your T looking like this, an automatic extension out like this. That is part of this, and I don't think you get that so much from just extending this out, because one of my kind of favorite perhaps celebrity in tech is somebody named Cal Newport, who really advocates for studying deeply and really effectively, instead of just kind of going from subject to subject to subject and learning not that much, which is what I kind of show here, but you learn like a fair amount in each. He really kind of advocates for this kind of structure more, but yeah, and honestly, I'm not even sure if he advocates for this kind of structure. I think he's more advocating for this kind of structure. I don't know. I have his books. I haven't read them yet, but hopefully that makes sense. Let me finish up my reply here. So this is where to go. Complete and erroneous. My retake would have to be before August. Have to be before August, but I really do think I might be able to pass if I really buckle down and focus on it for um, the month, less than 2 months I have. The problem is that I'm really questioning the value of site ESP, but the motivation and comments I've gotten from this channel really have been inspiring. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully, I can get the spark back. I the spark back. Really, less than 2 months of just pausing everything to focus on this one goal. Okay, so I mean, yeah, and then I'd have to go dark on this channel for a while. I wouldn't be reading the books on the other stuff, but yeah, my certs are going to expire next year anyway, so I'd have to recert one last cert, and I'd get the IE. It's just kind of, in some sense, a no-brainer to really do this again. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for these comments. Really helpful. Um, Especially motivation wise. That's really what this channel was for. So, so here's my reply, and that's the end of this video. Uh, yeah, I guess I'm not sure which. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna put this in the um, like the post test or the retake. Do I have a retake playlist? Uh, yeah, I'll put this in the post test playlist. Oops, and let me go and take a look at what other. Okay, yep. So it's going in the post test playlist, and yeah, I mean, I guess again, I'm really having trouble figuring this out. Is this right to go with? Am I just gonna, waste time and money like I did last time? I mean, there were a few things that came out of it that were really good. I got my network lab. I never would have gotten that if I hadn't gone for the test. Um, I know Juniper's inside and out. I mean, I might not know the um, specifics of link colorization in MPLS, but you want me to jump on a Juniper, I can do, especially if you get like I, you know, I did really like learn a lot of things through studying this that I would not have otherwise. So yeah, there's definitely good things out of it. Cert's going to expire anyway, so um, yeah, I'll have to think about it more. But really, if I want to go for this, I'll have to start my studying today, probably tonight. So we'll see if I can do that. Uh, but again, sorry, all of that study will be off this channel to make sure I don't violate the NDA because I've already seen the test. But yeah, we'll see. I've got a few things already had planned to do today, so we'll see if one of the things I can fit in is another session, a study session for the IE. Um, yeah, if I can even just get a half an hour in today, um, then I think going for that retake is really a good idea. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.